Welcome to Business Math. I wanted to do a quick video to walk you through the setup for this course, since it's a little different than some of the other courses that you might see in GradPoint, and the way that I set it up as well. So when you're in a unit, you'll notice that the first thing that the unit will have is the unit title. Now obviously you can read that, or you can hit play and it will read it to you.
Families and the Economy, Unit 1.
Obviously, when it's just the unit title, it's not necessary for you to hit play, but that is an option for you. I have included at the top, after you look at the title of the activity or of the lesson, the text questions. Now, these text questions can be found in the lessons as you're going through them. So I've added these to the top so that you can copy these into your notes, and then as you're going through the units, look for these questions and answer them right there. That way it makes it easier when you get to the end and you need to submit your text questions, so you don't have to go back into the unit and try to find them. So keep that in mind, that you're going to see these review questions throughout the lessons. The critical thinking questions, you want to make sure that you review those as well, because again, you'll find some help in the lessons to help you with these critical thinking questions. There'll be a unit summary every time, and again, you can play that. The unit objectives, you can read those or you can play it. And then you get into the actual lesson. When you get to each individual lesson, there's not a play button at the bottom. However, each unit will include a podcast. In this podcast, you can actually just play it right here and it will actually read the unit to you. So if you would like to have it read to you, you can go ahead and go through the podcast.
Do your actions have an influence on the economy?
So as you can see, the podcast starts with lesson 1. Then after the podcast, you'll see the text question drop box. So here is where you would actually submit your text questions. In order to submit your questions, you go down to Show Dropbox, and you can either choose a Google document or you can choose a file. So if you have this saved differently, then you can choose a file and search for it in your documents, or you can choose to upload your Google document. After you've done that, you'll see that there'll be lab questions. Lab questions are related to the unit material that you've already gone over, but they're of different content. So you'll see for Unit 1, there is a link, so you'll go to this link and you'll actually play this game and answer these questions. So again, make sure you're reviewing the questions first, then you go to the link and play the game or do whatever the activity says. Underneath that, you'll see again that there's another Dropbox, and it's for the lab questions. So you'll want to submit those there. Then you'll see a quiz review, and it just tells you basics of how to prepare for the quiz. There's a quiz game that you can go through, and you can play this game and it goes over some of the vocabulary, and then you would take the quiz. And that's just a brief overview of how each unit is set up.